Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today is Sunday, December 7th, 2008, and today we're reading in Exodus chapter 19, and as always, I encourage you to read the entire chapter through for yourself and see what you get from it, and you can email us and we'll add it to the blog. But in Exodus chapter 19, we see that Moses is talking with the Lord, and he's also talking with the children of Israel, and Moses is actually acting as like a liaison. He's communicating with God for the people, and God tells him something to tell the people, and then the people respond back to Moses, and Moses will then go back to God, really because the people were not ready at that point to communicate with God for themselves. And you'll see that he goes through even a process for them to sanctify themselves. But one thing I wanted to touch on really for today's Lessons for Life was one of what the Lord had told Moses at the beginning of this chapter. You'll see that he tells Moses that if the people, to tell the people that if they will keep his commandments and obey him, then he'll set them apart as really a peculiar treasure among all people, because the earth is his. And that's, I just reflect on that for a minute, because as we talked about being in partnership with the Lord, and it's true that the Lord really made all mankind, but he's letting them know that if they obey his commandments, then he will set them as a peculiar treasure, so outstanding treasure, or not just he treasures all mankind, but he will set them apart as long as they obey his commandments. And that's things that we need to even understand in our own lives too, that as long as we are obeying the commandment of God and keeping that relationship with the Lord and keeping that covenant relation with the Lord and that partnership, that we can be not only just average, but we can be standing out, not just like as the average person might be, because like I said before, God created all mankind, so he treasures all mankind really, but he says as they keep his commands, he's going to make them peculiar treasures. So we can not just be an ordinary or average person, but really be an outstanding person or a peculiar person. So as long as we keep the commandment of God and just keep that partnership with the Lord and be conscious of the Lord's presence in our lives each and every day, each and every moment, each and every second. So that was one thing I got from this chapter, and as I said before, I encourage you to read the entire chapter through for yourself and create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today. Be a peculiar treasure today. Stand out among average. Don't just settle for average or ordinary, but be peculiar today. And create yourself a wonderfully blessed day. We'll talk again tomorrow.